All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got the week off from work, so we're going to get a little workout in. I mean, what else do I have better to do? So we're gonna work out. Yesterday was chest day. It was on Christmas, by the way, and today we're gonna be doing some arms, a little bicep tricep action, and I'm gonna take you through it and see once how I'm feeling. Last night was a little bit, what do I want to say, not good, a little lackluster. But here we're just gonna put together some of the pre-workout. We're gonna turn these off. All right, so what I usually do, and so I'm feeling pretty dehydrated, what I'm gonna do is put a little, I always kind of mix a little bit of beta-alanine with my pre-workout because I, for one, actually like that itchy feeling. So if you're like me, you want a little bit of that extra itchy, some beta-alanine, and throw that in there. This is just I don't stick to just one pre-workout. It's usually, I've tried the C4, it's a little weaker. You have to take like 2 or 3 scoops, which is all right for some people that just need that little edge, which is totally fine. I have used Nitroflex. It's by German American Technologies. It's not your most popular one, but we had an experience at GNC once where this, I forget his name, but he got us onto it. This was about 10 years ago, and it was really good. So we stuck with it, and ever since we kind of bounced around from here and there with other pre-workouts. So we tried Bucked Up. I tried this once, another time. This is all right. I think it's the job done. But lately, I don't know if it's just bouncing from one pre-workout to the other. I think it's just, it's kind of like muscle confusion. But this has been working. I tried this, the Woke AF one. It's pretty good. It's got some good stuff in it. I don't know, it seems to be working. So what I do usually, I'll show you. So like I said, this is just, a full thing of water, and I'll take maybe a third of this. So this is like an actual dose that that I'll use. So roughly between 300 and 400 milligrams is what I try to keep myself. I don't go any above that threshold. So this is beta-alanine a little bit. And all these two pre-workouts also have beta-alanine in them. I just, like I said, there's many benefits to beta-alanine. It gives you that itchy feeling, prolongs or prevents you from feeling that muscle fatigue or that lactic acid sooner than you usually do, than without anything or like a pre-workout without beta-alanine. So it's good stuff. And then what I usually do is, so I took a third of the Bucked Up, and then this is just maybe 2/3. So this is roughly between 300, maybe 400 and some change milligrams. And then sometimes I'll mix in my creatine before or after. It doesn't really matter. As long as you're getting your creatine, that's one of the biggest supplements that I can't recommend enough. It's just, so many studies have proven creatine. So I've taken, you don't have to get Optimum Nutrition. You can go off, get a different brand, get a standard creatine monohydrate. That's all you need. So, yeah, so just kind of laying it out there. The arm day, it's usually always a good one. And we're just gonna try to sip on this for a little bit and go from there. It's and this is gonna hit just right because I'm actually thirsty. Usually when I take pre-workouts, sometimes like the fake sugars, and I'm like sucralose and the different stuff that's in them, it makes me feel weird, like kind of sick, honestly. And this is now that I diluted it, pretty nice. Pretty good. And we'll give it about 5 minutes and check it out, and we'll hit some arms, and I'll take you with. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit some arms, and then I'm gonna take you with. Okay, so, all right. So, usually what we do here is, what I do anyways, I usually write down my workouts. I used to kind of wing it to the point where I was like, I had kind of a rough idea of like what I wanted to do for the day, whether it be arms, leg day, back day, you know, the main lifts that you want to do. But I only started seeing, and I used to do this quite a bit, where I'd write them down, and that's when I actually saw like actual progress, you know, to where some days if you don't have anything written down, you're just kind of wandering throughout the gym, and you're like, yeah, this sounds good. I'll do a few lat pull downs. I'll do a few close grip T-bar. And that's just kind of, in a sense, I don't want to say it sets you up for failure, but it's a way, this is a good way to record and document basically your progress. Your own progress is personal to you, and you have a strict plan to really get good at those lifts before you start incorporating other movements into it. So that's what I want to say is, if you really want to, I mean, it's a little bit tedious, I get it, but lifting, if you want to do things the right way, sometimes you got to track and do the things that you don't want to do. So, starting off with some bar skull crushers, here we go. Really just getting a feel for the movement. Just really getting a good stretch on that long head. Okay. That'll do it. All right. Start to load the bar. Here we go. Okay, so I probably should have recorded that. Hey, that was a good warm-up set. It's only 65, but did it for about 31-ish reps. Man, that was good. So we're gonna bump that up right away. I mean, if you're feeling good, feeling good and confident, that's all that matters. Bump the weight up. Yeah, that brings me to a good point where if one set felt a little iffy or sketchy, you know, what I find myself doing is I don't bump. Why would you bump up the weight? If you did, you know, say 1 week, flat bell or a flat dumbbell press, say I did it for 90 pounds for 10 reps, okay? I did that 1 week and say, yeah, that felt good. So obviously
you're gonna bump it up to maybe 95 or 100 pounds, okay? Now, following week, you do the same thing. 90 pounds for 10 reps. Felt a little shaky, felt a little weak in your right or left arm. Don't go up in weight. Keep it right there. Why would you go up in weight and risk, tearing something for your shoulder? I mean, it just makes sense to stay right where you're at until you're comfortable to go up in that weight, okay? And sometimes that second go around, more times than not, feels so much better than the first go around, obviously. So that's, I find myself doing that, if you have to do it 2 or 3 sets at the same weight, go for it. Because this is a marathon, not a sprint here. Not trying to go from 30 pounds to 100 pounds in 2 sets. It's not a smart way to train. So, yeah, these are feeling good. There we go. All right. So now, for example, my last point before I started this set is, if that felt off, I wouldn't jump. I wouldn't go up in weight. I'd keep it right here for the next 3rd or 4th set even. But everything is a smooth, well-oiled machine, like usual. So I'm gonna up the weight, up the ante, because why the hell not? So there we go. Let's keep her moving. All right, so now we've got hammer curls. So for these, I'm not gonna lie, I use a little bit of body language with these, getting a little bit of forearm action. I mean, it's a bicep, entirely a bicep movement, but you get a little bit of forearm action with it. The heavier you go, requiring that necessary grip strength. But we're trying to maximize these pythons. So we're gonna start with, let's see, we're gonna go 35s. 35s to start. I'll probably get these for a good 20-ish reps. So here we go. All right, so starting off with a strong, gonna bump up there we go, so you can actually see me. So what I like to do a lot of times is I'll go for the high reps, That first set was 25 reps, and so we're gonna aim for about 15 to 20 on this second one. Really get a good pump, good squeeze on these, so here we go. So you want to try to go, you want to go hard every set. And it's, you know, I can't form a thought anymore. Just gasped. Here we go. Let's keep it moving. All right, so about 2/3 of the way done. We're just doing some standard bar wrist curls. We're not doing anything crazy here. It's just, if I don't do them now, I never do them. It's kind of like abs. If I don't do them when I have them scheduled, then I won't ever do them when I think of it. You know, just it's got to be, for me anyways, it's got to be written down in the program, follows a routine for me to do these. So I did these, or I'm starting to incorporate these again. So this is it. I mean, there's nothing to it. It's just a standard standing barbell curl, okay? Just a nice cranking out. I keep these pretty high rep just to get a good squeeze and a good burn. And then the last, I don't know, 10 or 15 or so, I'll pick up the pace a bit. About ready to drop that. So, you know, like usual, we'll do about 4 sets of this and move on. Keep the ball rolling. Man, that last set, those forearm, gotta get this a little situated here. Those forearm curls, man, if you are doing those right, you're gonna get an insane burn. And you're gonna reap the benefits down the line. If you're doing like deadlifts, if you're doing like hammer curls, that grip strength is just gonna be massively increased. So now we've got just some standard short bar tricep push downs. I mean, there's nothing crazy about these. Just going for the burn, going for the increasing the weight over time, just to get some horseshoe action. Now, this first set, we're definitely gonna go up in weight. I usually do this just to get a good burn, push some blood, get some blood flow going. All right, we're gonna go up in weight, but it's a good first set like that. If you stop at like 10 or 12 reps, you know, that hypertrophy range, 8 to 12, 8 to 15 reps, you say, that's good enough. Push it, go all out. Don't cut yourself short on those first sets. If it's light, just burn them out as close as you can. 95% to failure if you want. It's only doing you good. It's only doing you a favor the harder you push. So we're gonna up the weight. All right, done yapping. Here we go. All right, so we're gonna finish this off with just some standard easy curl bar, just easy curls, and I'm gonna superset it with abs. Abs are after the workout, so yes, we will be hitting abs. Not sure if I'm going to record those. It's just some weighted crunches, butterflies, and different scissor kicks and stuff like that. I might throw those in there, but we're supersetting these easy curl bars. And if you don't know what an easy curl bar is, it's just a standard, different grips. You get the nice narrow grip, you get the nice wide grip, all that fun stuff. So throwing some of those curls in there, and where the hell am I going? Okay, just trying to see what I'm doing next, or what weight we're doing. So going for 60. So gotta peel the weights off of this. All right. Now, you might be asking why. And if I didn't say it already, that we're doing supersetting these with some barbell shrugs. It's because shrugs is another one of those movements where I don't do enough of them. So I try to throw them in there twice a week and force myself to do them, because that's how you're gonna stimulate growth, first off. And you should also get in the habit of, training a muscle group twice a week. That's at the bare minimum, I think. It increases the protein synthesis, all that fun stuff, and you probably heard everything that I'm already yapping about. But it's just the truth, man. You gotta, frequency, you can overdo it, but frequency in this case is everything. Twice a week, gotta throw, work those muscle groups twice a week. So, what's up? What? All right. Throwing in some of these lovely shrugs. All right, here we go. Whatever. You get the point. Just like that. So that's going to conclude the workout. Right now, just kind of hanging out. And if you ever feel like you're kind of in a funk, in a way that you're not getting quality workouts, just not motivated. Sometimes it really just comes down to discipline. And I don't know, I feel like most people should actually write and jot down some of those, their working sets and their reps, just because it gives you a plan, first off, but it also gives you like the want and the drive to be like, okay, I'm gonna push for these numbers week to week, and that in itself is motivation. So ask yourself the why, because the why is pretty important. And at the end of the day, movement is key. So whether you're focused on bodybuilding, like myself, focused on powerlifting, focused on your cardiovascular endurance, that's key to keep you going. I mean, focus on those goals. And that's, I mean, at the end of the day, it's, like I said, movement and continued success, personal success and growth, and striving for that that milestone, that goal you've set out for yourself. And that's that. So we're gonna wrap it up and get ready to go home. Or actually, I am home. Ready to get something in my stomach, and then call it a night. Then we'll see you next time. Probably record a back workout tomorrow, so stay tuned and be on the lookout for that.